Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Amir, and in this video I want to talk to you about how you can get auction access and a dealer's license without having a physical lot or location. This is great for someone just starting out and they just want to kind of just get their feet wet in the business, or just want to see if this is the right business for them without committing to a 15 to 20 car lot, or signing a lease and having rent to pay every month for something big. And after watching this video, you'll be on your way to getting your dealer's license very soon. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so this is kind of just gonna be like a baseline rule of this video, which is gonna be my first tip. It can kind of just work against you or it can work in your favor, and that is to check your own state requirements. Don't fall under the myth that you need a freaking 15 to 20 car lot. You need this big property that you're paying $10,000 for to keep up with, so the state can issue a license where you can legit sell these cars, because it varies from state to state. For example, if you live in California, all you need is just 2 parking spaces, a building that has a filing cabinet, a table, and a chair. And I'm sure there's gonna be a few little nitty-gritty things here and there, but that's pretty much it, and that's all you need. So if you do happen to be in California, you don't have that big of an overhead cost of maintaining a big lot, hiring employees, or any of that. The lot and the building that you rent out for your dealership is gonna get paid for by probably the first car that you flip. But let's say you don't live in California or any state that's that easy to get a dealer's license, because what you can do, and I see a lot of people doing it, is that these people, they will just go to these states that are lenient. They'll actually just establish their location, their business location over there, but they'll just operate from where they originally live. Just as an example, let's say you live in Tennessee. I know in Tennessee the laws are very strict for getting a dealer's license, but you still would like to have your own retail dealer's license. What you would do is you would just have to go to Cali, get a spot over there that fulfills the state requirement. Once the state of California issues you a license, then you have auction access to buy all over the US. And once you have auction access, you can buy and sell these cars wherever you like, and you can operate from Tennessee, you can operate from Chicago, you can operate from New York, wherever you like. And I see a lot of people doing that. Every time I'm going to the auction, I see bunch of different state plates. So yeah, that's one way to do it. Second way to do it is actually a lot easier, and you don't need to meet a lot of requirements in most states, and that is to simply get a wholesaler dealer's license. The difference between a wholesaler and a retailer is that a wholesaler has auction access just like any other dealer, but they're not allowed to retail to the public. They can only sell to other auctions, or they can sell to other dealers. Now, this is actually a very interesting and a very, very profitable market to tap into if you really know what you're doing. If you just don't like dealing with people, going through the hassle of negotiating and all that crap that comes with sales, if you're wholesaling, you just buy the car at one auction, you fix it up, touch it up, detail it, whatever, and you simply sell it off to maybe another dealer, or you auction it off to another auction. I know when I met a lot of people who wholesale cars, and they're making like 2 to 5 grand per car, and they're selling like 7 to 8 cars per week. So if you know what you're doing, I think there's a lot of money to be made in the wholesaling business. And as a wholesaler, since you're not really technically selling to a public, in most states they don't even require you to have a lot or anything that extravagant. I know in some states you can literally just operate out of your own garage. So again, back to rule 1, check your own state requirements. If you want auction access without all the bullshit that people put you through when you're selling cars, wholesaling might be the right one for you. Number 3, this is the simplest and the easiest one to do, and you can probably get auction access within under a week. So that is to be a dealer representative. So what a dealer representative does is that there's someone out there who already has an established dealership, a dealer's license, and what that person is going to do is they're just going to add you under them as their own rep. So that gives you auction access to buy all over the US at any auction. The catch over there is usually whoever is putting you under them. You just pay them, I think, $300-400 a month, and they charge you usually a per car amount on however many cars you buy. But again, there's no limit to how many you can buy, but again, you're gonna be paying like $100 per car. This is the one that I think is the easiest one if you're just someone just looking to get their feet wet without paying all the bonds and fees and all that kind of stuff. That one I would highly recommend you go with. And again, if you don't like the business, you can always bounce without putting down a big down payment or having to worry about rent for the next month. The question comes down to is, how do you find these people who are willing to make you a representative of their dealership? So there are 2 ways to go about it. One is, if you have a person, if you know a dealer, or if you have a friend who's into doing auctions, just ask them, hey, if you put me under your dealership, I'll give you a monthly price and I'll pay you per car. Or if you don't know anyone, you can just go to our best friend, Craigslist. There are a lot of people on Craigslist who are willing to do this, and let me actually give you a little demonstration on how easy it is to find someone who will actually make you a dealer rep. So all we're gonna do is just go on Craigslist.com, and type in something along the lines of auction access or a dealer's license until we can find an ad that looks something like this on our right hand side. I'll actually link this ad in the description below so you can take advantage of it if you wish, and contact these people and see if you can become a dealer rep. But if we read a little bit more up on this ad, it says right here, dealer licensing fee, which is $300 a month, which allows you to pretty much buy cars on wholesale prices, and for every car you buy, you're going to basically pay them $100, and the profit is all yours on top of that, anything else that you keep. And right here, the leasing license is month to month, so there's no obligation, so you're allowed to opt out at any time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. As you guys saw, it's actually pretty easy to get a dealer's license. It's really not a big fuss, and it should not be an overwhelming process, although it can be, especially when you're dealing with the government and the law and taxes and all that kind of stuff. I can see it being overwhelming, but it's really not, and I hope this video brought you, a little bit closer, or gave you some ideas and insights on how you can acquire your own dealer's license, or just simply get auction access through becoming a dealer rep. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the content and you want more videos like this, drop a subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you have any suggestions or comments or any future videos you guys want to see on this channel, drop that also in the comment section below. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.